Good morning everyone. I'm G. Nilima Devi from Vishnu Institute of Technology CSEA. Before explaining my code, I am going to show that how I had created my database. First we should install postgre SQL and later we should enter into our page admin 4. First I am going to explain my code. First I had created a folder named views and I had created 7 files into it named admin dashboard.ejs, allsession.ejs, dashboard.ejs, login.ejs, player dashboard.ejs, register.ejs, and reports.ejs. And I have created 3 separate files rather than that folder named database.js, packagelog.json, package.json, and server.js. And after creating these all folders and after executing them, there exists a default folder named node modules, and all this we have in that node modules. There are many packages that I had installed with that node modules folder. And first I am going to explain you about admin dashboard.ejs and what are the users and how it played a crucial role for our website. Uh, First, with these 7 EJS modules, there exists a Tailwind CSS. What does the Tailwind CSS mean? It adds predefined styles for our quick and easy design. Admin dashboard.ejs, it consists of various elements such as session creation, user interactivity, and the sports management. The main use of our admin dashboard is to separate the sections such as home, sports, and sessions, admin specific controls like session editing and handling of the sessions. What does all session.ejs include? How it helps our code? This all session.ejs is to display a dashboard for managing sports sessions. It includes features for creating new sessions, viewing all sessions, and editing or deleting existing sessions. Each session includes details such as sports name, teams involved, date and venue, creator's name. Um, the how sports name such as hockey, kabaddi, football, everything, teams involved, either team A or team B, date when it is going to happen, venue at which place the present match is going to be held, and created by who is going to organize the above. All these details are going to be included in our all sessions.ejs dashboard.ejs. Dashboard.ejs mainly describes about the structure of our web page. It includes header, main content and footer. The top section of the web page includes a navigation bar for accessing different pages and main content. The central part has key features, an introductory message and testimonials. What does the main content contains? It contains features such as that features include scheduling games, managing teams, leaderboards, tracking statistics, viewing, ranking and leaderboards, and mobile accessibility. What does the mobile accessibility contain? The mobile accessibility contains it can be tracked by using the mobile phone, where we can know all the information by only using a mobile phone. Footer. The bottom section includes the copyright information and links to additional pages like our privacy policy and the construct. What does the login.ejs page contain? It mainly contains about our email and the password. When we had registered the same email and password, with the same email and password we are going to register in login.ejs page. What does the player dashboard.ejs contain? And this dashboard.ejs also contains the testimonials. What does the testimonials refer to? It displays our feedback in cards with an user icon, the user's name and a quote with their experience. And player.dashboard.ejs. Player dashboard template uses EJS to dynamically generate content based on data passed from a backend. The code is designed for a user for viewing available sports and create sessions for those sports by entering teams, players, data and venue, viewing existing sessions for sports which they are part of. What does register.ejs contain? Your registration page is a well structured and visually appealing accessibility enhancement for structure and page components. All these are included in our register.ejs. Coming to name, email id, password and role are the components that are accessible and that are to be uploaded in our registration form. What does reports.ejs contain? The reports.ejs file is a web page template for generating a reports page. It uses the EJS templating engine to dynamically insert data into the page. Dynamic data rendering, session details session, the sports name, the teams playing in the session, the data of the session and the venue are going to be created in our reports.ejs page. And the database.ejs must include our database name with our password and a default port, etc. So and the server.js include our server. All these packages must be installed before our server.js is to be executed. After executing it, it exists a default localhost named localhost 3000, and we are going to this localhost 3000 login, and this is going to be our registration page. We should enter our details like test user. First, how our database is going to be created. I'll show you how the database is going to be created. First, by logging into our page admin 4 by right clicking on our database, we can create our database. Suppose we can create our database just by right clicking here, just create database. We can create our 1 2 3 4 5 something. We can create a database. Then our database, as it is already exists here, so we should create some one-to-one database. Then here it shows that our database has been connected and the database has been created. There exists a default database called postgres database, and there exists a default schema, and in that schema there exists a tables. We can create a tables. I had created two tables named sports and the users, and we can create the columns inside the tables. So I had created 4 columns such as name, email, password and our role. First, it is necessary to while creating so for your understandability, I am going for there must be, we should not create an array, because it's not important to enter data type in the array format. If we enter the data type in an array format, it will show you the error while executing it. First, if we want to execute it, just copy it and run it. If I run it, just first I am going to change our username, something test, and test at the rate of gmail.com, and password is 1234, and it is a default admin. We can fix it here as player also. After creating it, just run it. Then we can see that our query returned successfully, and from there we can select our users and we can execute it, and it will defaultly display at our end because I have created some test users before itself. In the same way, we can create for our sports and we can create tables for our sessions, and in the same way we should create all the tables which are required for us. And later It will display our local host. The names I had given can be entered here. Test user, same name, same email and same password should be entered here. Otherwise it will show you an error. I had saved here the password. Then we can, once we click on register, it will enter into our login page. And later finally we can log in and we can same, it will show you the session. After getting logged in, it will show you the default session. It will show you it. After getting logged in, it will show you that if we may get logged out, or we can see these key features such as schedule games, manage teams, track statistics, rankings, etc. Thank you.